This happened when I was working at a cemetery. The managers were crazy micromanagers. When I first started as an admin receptionist, I would answer the door. We locked it for COVID reasons, answer the phones, and transfer to others. I would also help the family service advisors with their scheduling. They were always super busy attending to grieving families, and you never rush families, obviously, so they would often be quite swamped. We then had a team meeting where I was personally called out for not doing my job. I was doing the job of others. I shouldn't be answering the phone since the FSAs should be answering. We had caller ID, so we knew who was calling. And the FSAs should answer the door for their own appointments. The FSAs should schedule their own appointments, even if it meant they started falling behind on their paperwork and being late to funerals. So I did as was asked and stopped. I just sat there and got paid for doing nothing. I got called out again for not answering or scheduling. I showed them the meeting agenda they provided, outlining how I shouldn't be doing that anymore. Needless to say, I didn't last long there, in an effort to keep my sanity. Edit. For a bit more context, me and the FSAs worked like a well-oiled machine by the time they called me out. I knew the quality of service would suffer by complying. I'm not like this amazing person, but I really believed we were helping people, and loved going above and beyond to provide help when grieving families had to deal with administration and bureaucratic nonsense at the worst time of their lives. It was one of those cases of the managers not seeing my value. I have dozens and dozens of other horror stories from my 2 years there, the last straw being they wrongfully terminated one of the FSAs for being sick. Top comment. It's wild how quickly someone can be pushed out for doing what they think is right, even if it means sitting still in a job that feels like a waiting room. Someone shared, I had a job like that at a GP clinic. It was walk-in only, so when I wasn't checking people in or answering a phone call, they expected me to just sit there and wait. I couldn't even do any cleaning because they had contracted cleaners that would come every night. I got punished for going on Reddit in between patients, even though patients couldn't actually see the computer screen. Another said, it was a dead-end job anyway. Someone replied, that kind of management would be the death of me.